Okay, now I want to talk about energy. The subject of energy is also another very big topic. The energy cannot be destroyed, it cannot be created, it is. Energy just is. However, energy moves. It moves here, there, and everywhere. Energy you give off as a person can affect the energy of another person. So when you hear a saying of this person has rubbed off on another, um, it is about how other people do affect others. Your energy in your space, you can walk through a room and people will either not even know you're there because your energy is withdrawn and you will come across as invisible. Some people actually intend it to be so. So they know their energy that well that they learn how to switch it off or how to actually create an energy vortex or an energy barrier across. Some people are completely unaware of what the energy is doing. You get those people that are very highfalutin, high energy, high bouncy, lots of energy, and you actually feel very exhausted in their space. That's because their energy is giving off a lot of energy, a lot of life, a lot of whatever the vibe is that they're actually giving off. You get people of authority. They have an authoritative energy about them. It's about how people carry themselves. Sometimes you don't feel comfortable in this space. Sometimes you pick up creepy energies, dark energy, light energy. Light energy, most people gravitate towards. Dark energy, I suppose there's those that gravitate towards that as well. And dark often comes into light energies because they want to feed off the light, because the light is very, very nourishing. It's very nourishing. It can be very hot, actually. It's very warm. Love energy softens the light energy into, if you can equate it to a globe, a sharp white light from a globe, and then you get the yellow light that's a little bit warm. Sometimes a combination is actually very, very comforting. Some people want to hide away in the dark because they feel comfortable in the dark. They don't get to show themselves. When you get talked about being put in the light, it means you are the center of attention. Some people love it, some people hate it. But energy in itself, as every emotion gives off and exudes an energy. Everything that happens in life has an energy towards it. You can draw the energy of the universe to you. You can communicate with source. I speak of God as source. I don't know how you speak of God or those of higher powers, higher beings, energy workers. You can draw energy from Mother Nature. You've heard of the healing modalities. There's energy healing modalities. If you haven't, there are several of them. Reiki, there's bars, there's cranial sacral healing. I don't know all the names. I haven't studied all of them. I went into some of them. I did do Reiki. I have done metaphysics, applied metaphysics. And I've done a lot of energy work as well. However, what I want to achieve though with foundational development is keeping our feet on the ground as humans, as people walking and experiencing our lives here on earth, whether you believe in reincarnation or whether you believe you have just one life. We are here with our feet on the ground and operating in this lifetime. And in this lifetime, there are just a few things that I can help you to achieve an understanding. The conversations can go very, very deep. I don't enjoy shallow, small talk type conversations. Things that are happening on the surface are happening for a reason. But there are fears being developed. People are drawing all sorts of energies towards other people to either distract them or to help them grow. And I want to be one of those that are helping you to grow. A lot of what we do, in fact, everything that we do is energy. And working with it, understanding energy. I don't even understand all of it. I'm still learning. I'm always gathering new information. I'm always picking up new information. And as we go, I will pay it forward what I learn, what I understand. Sometimes information changes. And what we did know and how we understood a certain aspect to be happening and why it was happening, there's new ways of how it works. If you do believe in evolution, and I will bring evolutionary work into what we're doing, which is why I believe it's time for foundational development, Live Smart and foundational development to take up movement and create forward thinking, is that the world is changing. If you have to think how life happened, I always refer to the term in the 1920s, in the 1800s, the 1600s, the 1400s. We don't think the way they used to think back in those days. Barbarism isn't a thing anymore. People don't fight to kill. Well, they do, but there's less of it, a lot less of it in this world. We don't live in a barbaric world that the Julius Caesars of the world lived in. So the world has evolved and it has grown, and we are growing and moving forward, and there are ways of tapping into the energies of the world, to bringing in new information, to learning from the children what's happened. Children are coming in smarter into this world, and what they bring in we can actually learn from. We're not here to teach them everything, they're actually here to teach us. And I've learned so much from children, as much as we teach them from our wisdom and our maturity, having grown up in our experiences, to show them a little more of how to be as little human beings. They also are teaching us from a different level how to be the humans that are teaching them what they need to know. So it's kind of give and take the whole way, all the way. We facilitate their development, their growth. I'm here to facilitate your development and your growth, and help understand the energies of what's happening. From a foundational perspective, physically, energy is involved. From a foundational perspective, emotionally, definitely, energy is hugely involved, even more so. From a mental perspective, definitely, energy is involved. You can feel, understand, you pick up information, you draw it in, and you're processing the information. What do I do with this information, and how are we going to give our messages across? And then, of course, spiritually, energy all the way. It's huge. There's a lot that we can do. So yes, from a meditative perspective, from a communication perspective, from understanding, energy is in everything. There's a different feel. How you feel in different environments is energy. Anxiety has a different feel. It gives off a different feel. You take it in and you feel it differently inside your body. What are the other? Confidence has a different energy about them. You can feel things and feel a person. What draws your attention to people? What turns your attention away? When you're looking at someone and you can't keep looking at them, what is it what hurts? How does it make you feel? Energy is what does that. You feel creepy, you get the goosebumps, you feel a wind go past you. Sometimes it's not just a wind, it's something you felt, a wisp of something. It doesn't have to be scary, it doesn't have to be creepy, but a lot of it is in understanding what is it that is here, what is it that's going on, what is that person giving off, what is the dog, animals, creatures, why are people attracted to certain things. A lot of it, most of it, all of it is energy. Energy is a vast subject. So please, again, in the comments, if you hear this message, for whatever reason that you've come across it, please put in your questions, give me a bit more of your information. Let's get into a discussion about it. How do we understand it? And let's see what levels we can actually grow our understanding of energy, our foundations, and how can we move forward as individuals, as people, as community, groups, and let's become better people, understanding more about energy and more about foundational development.